We got through the weekend. Final Fantasy Magic is officially out, and I've got like five observations from this pre-release, from this set, and kind of predictions for the market and where things are going to go. I pulled from a Final Fantasy Collector Booster, probably the rarest thing I've ever pulled in a pack. This is the Chocobo, and I'm going to kind of break down why I am deciding to sell this card. It's kind of a personal decision. I've never hit anything this rare in a pack, but I'm going to be selling this. I'm going to tell you kind of why. First off, I think that the price of this will probably go up in value. I think that this card, it's hitting like 3,000, 3,500 on eBay right now, will probably go up in value, but I am still choosing to sell. And so that's sort of my first observation with this set and all the Final Fantasy stuff is the prices of extremely rare chase cards, whether it's the Chocobos or the Surge foils, will continue to go up because I actually think there is a scarcity of product and that at these sort of ultra premium levels, the golden chocobos, I think the market's also figuring itself out. There's a lot of new people in this market, and they're going to chase the particularly rare things. In that case, like the Surge foil stuff is hard to find. You can't pull it from a play booster. Collector boosters are expensive, which is driving up the cost. So I think that like the prices of those Surge foil clouds and Surge foil Sephiroths and all that sort of like really high end stuff that can only be pulled from a pack and doesn't have any fixed rarity is going to go up. So like that's observation one. And that includes like probably this black chocobo. But like I'm gonna be selling this. I'm gonna list it on eBay here shortly because I think that like the risk premium with all of that is too high. And I play these games to play and not to speculate. So that's sort of like point one. Prices of extremely rare stuff is going to go up. Number two, we are going to see a sort of decoupling, if you will, of the playability of cards and the price of cards. Traditionally in Magic, everything has been linked, right? Like how good is this card in a deck? That's going to link to an increase in price. And this is why you have such expensive lands over the years, is because these two things were coupled together, the playability and the price. I don't think that's going to be the case in this. Like, if you look at some of these ultra premium mythics and the Cloud, Sephiroth, Buster Swords, they're cool cards, but these are not like super duper playable, right? Like, they're not going to be making impact in limited. There is collectors here in force that have never really been around Magic before. Maybe they've never even been around card games before, but they're here. They're curious. They're kind of like poking their nose around, and they're like buying their first binder. I mean, I actually sat the other day thinking about like video ideas, and I was like, should I do like a if you've never done card stuff, here's what to buy? Because honestly, I feel like people are buying binders for the first time. People are discovering side loaders and inner sleeves, and I actually see this through the videos people watch my channel. Like people are like watching like these like getting started with how to double sleeve a card or what binders to buy. Because I think like right now the entire market and Magic is like the biggest game. Pokemon's like a close second there, but like is being sort of driven up by the hype around Final Fantasy, and this is spreading kind of beyond just our little CCG world. But you also have like things like GameStop announcing that they're going to be getting more into like the CCG space, and I think collectibles right now are having a market or a moment rather because the market needs something to keep people's like interest going, if you will. So second point there is sort of the decoupling of pricing and playability, particularly for this set. You're going to see some cards that are bad in decks be expensive because collectors want them, which brings me to my second point. People are going to be collecting sets again. This is sort of anathema to a Magic player that people would collect a complete set. Maybe you have a play set of a particular card, but you'd never have like an actual like binder, right, with the complete Tarkir, every single version and variation and foil, non-foil, like all these pieces. Like you're not going to have that because it's kind of like not the game, right? Like people do that in Pokemon. People sell complete sets. That's like a known item and a quantity that people like play around with. But in Magic, it's not really a thing. Maybe with some of the older stuff, but there are very few collectors of complete sets of modern stuff. I know someone in the comments like, "Oh, I do it." But like in general, that's not like a thing you see on eBay where it's like complete Tarkir set, X amount, complete Aether Drift set. I don't think a single person has a complete Aether Drift set because no one cares. So I think you're gonna start seeing people like collecting complete sets, just like they did for Lord of the Rings. But this is going to be even bigger because I think that I was like puzzling a little bit, like, why is Final Fantasy bigger than Lord of the Rings? Like, Lord of the Rings is arguably a better IP at the end of the day. So why is this a bigger set? And I think it's the sort of proximity of this group of people towards already nerdy stuff. Like if you're into video games, the jump to CCGs is not very big, right? It's just not. You're already like on a sort of digital media, like you're in these worlds that all kind of like intersect at random times. It's totally believable that you'd also know about like other fantastical universes. However, with Lord of the Rings, like if you're a fan of J.R.R. Tolkien, you could be like an old school Oxford professor academic type. Like you could be like lots of types of nerds that are just like, this is wonderful writing. This is a reimagining of English mythology. Like there's a bunch of reasons why you can like Lord of the Rings, and you might have no awareness of cards. And that's totally great. So I think that like this particular IP hits better with the amount of people that actually collect and are engaged in dorky communities. Not saying Lord of the Rings wasn't a smash hit. It absolutely was. I just think this one fits a little bit better with the demographic of people that also have disposable income and know these products exist. So I think you see people collecting sets again, which is great. I think that's wonderful. Invest in some binder stocks, right? Ultra Pro. I mean, even the accessories for the stuff, like the Ultra Pro accessories, are sold out. Which leads me to my fourth point. Most of the cards in this set are going to go down in value. Full stop. Like most of the cards, like I see some of these like pack opening videos, and they've done like the cute thing that Pokemon does, where it's like the little noise, like ding ding ding, oh $1.26, $1.09. Good luck ever selling most of these cards for those prices. Like $1.26, random uncommon or random rare, like most of the prices of the non-ultra premium stuff is going to go down to the point where it'll be like 25 cents a card at some point, because there's going to be so much of that like mid to low tier stuff out there, like non-foiled whatever, Cipher, right? Cool guy from Final Fantasy 8, not very good index. She's just okay, but like there's a million of them out there, right? And like, so the price of most of the cards are going to go down. And I think all these people have been opening packs and thinking they can like get back their money, and fundamentally misunderstood the market, where things are all, the value of everything is contained in the very small chance that you're going to hit this crap, right? This right here is going to pay for the entire year of hobbies for me. And the rest of it's frankly going to be in those card boxes behind me. That is arguably unsellable. I'll get like 30% of market, which is maybe 50 cents a card or something, right? Because it is actually hard to sell cards, and it is labor intensive, time intensive, and I don't think people realize that they haven't all like. And I think this is also tied to the rise and proliferation of these sort of tracking apps like Collector, which is cool little app, right? You can put all your collection in there. It says like you have $180,000 worth of cards. That's awesome, man. Can you get $180,000 from those cards? Like, who's going to give you $180,000? An LGS might give you 50%. Maybe, I mean, they're not going to do cash for that amount, but like the liquidity there really matters when you start getting into large figures. And that's another reason why I'm deciding to get rid of this card, is because the liquidity is important. Right now, these are hot. In 3 or 4 months, I don't know if they will be hot. I don't know if they'll be relevant. I don't know if they're going to be relegated to the random many things that Wizards of the Coast has made over the years, whether it's textured, dragon scale, galaxy foils, surge foils. Like the list of things and products in the Magic library is long, and this just could be another oddity in 6 months that no one's really buying because everyone already completed their sets. And our attention spans as collectors, as people, is really short these days, right? Like it's like that of like a field mouse, right? And so I'm going to strike while the iron's hot, even though like I believe this card will be more valuable in 6 months or a year. I'm not willing to take that risk on something this high value, because it's putting a lot of eggs in one basket, and it's not like diversifying. With that said, like, would I rather have one card than 900 cards? Probably. But I don't know. I'm just here, and having one card is also not spreading out your risk very much. So, anyways, point four: most cards will go down in value, and number five, not to end on a dour note, but I am kind of concerned with the general health of the collecting and card market. I think we are locked in a downward spiral that the rip and ship, it's not like any one person's fault. It's not, and I think Rudy's talked about this stuff and, but like it is not local game stores. It's not the rip and ship. It's not Wizards, but it's like each of these has contributed like 5%, right, to this like general, I don't want to say like death spiral, but like we are in a period right now where like ripping and shipping is like bigger than it's ever been, right? Whether it's on Whatnot or TikTok or I don't know, maybe people do it on YouTube maybe, but like there's like a lot of people that have like quit real jobs to rip and ship. And like Pokemon's like leading the charge here, but like One Piece, Magic isn't far behind. And I worry that at some point there's going to be no liquidity left in all of this, and there'll just be boxes of cards. And like, I don't know what that means long term, but I do think that like the boxes of cards thing worries me a little bit, and that like there are no buyers because everyone realizes the value of this stuff is 100% what people put in it. And I'm excited for this little journey. This is coming from a guy who has way too many cards. I was going through my collection this morning. And I was like, I have way too many cards, but I love them. I'm glad I'm in this hobby. It's a lot of fun, but I do think we're locked in a kind of dangerous cycle right now, and we'll see where it goes. But Final Fantasy is actually, in my opinion, a really great set. I've had a lot of fun opening it. I've had the greatest pulls of my life. I've also had packs that I bought that had a value of maybe $3 of cards, and like good luck even finding $3 worth of ability to or liquidity there to be able to sell $3 worth of cards. So this is a high risk, high reward. I got lucky. I don't know if I will get lucky again with packs. I think I'll be opening a few more things for the channel, but those are my big observations. Buy the really rare stuff if you want some of it. Collect sets. Understand that most of the stuff is going to go down in value, and most of all, have fun. And I will catch you guys later.